It's the radio guy, Mike Prince. Welcome to the Tuesday edition of the Mike Prince Show right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Of course, our social media handles, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, are at the Mike Prince Show. The YouTube channel is Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our website, obnradio.com. And our 24-hour dial-in message line, 713-570-6736. And without any further delay, we'd like to jump right into today's episode. Today's episode made possible by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, located at 3019 Waller Street in Waller, Texas. Whether you're in the need for a home, life, auto, or business insurance, you need to get in contact with Texas Farm Bureau Insurance at 936-931-3696. And for those of you who are under the attack of diabetes, visit Diva Skin Conditioner today. Diva Skin Conditioner has developed a formulation that will help aid you under the attacks of diabetes and the cause and effects that it has on your skin. Go to the website, divafeet.com. That's D-I-V-A-H feet.com. Or you can speak with a representative today by dialing 903-270-0026. Need a good attorney? Attorney Lee Van Richardson, located at 1047 Austin Street in Hempstead, Texas. No matter the size of your case, Attorney Lee Van Richardson and his staff are willing and able to help aid you in your legal assistance. Give them a call today at 979-826-8008.
This is Ted Dixie, voice of the Alabama A&M University Bulldogs. Bulldogs report for the Mike Prince Show. The Bulldogs defeated the University of North Alabama 31-24. You might as well call these Bulldogs comeback specialists. Came back from 18 points down to win the ball game. Coach Maynard said at the halftime that the Bulldog defense got in one turnover, the Bulldogs could win. Amani Holloway was the SWAC Defensive Player of the Week for his fine performance, and he caused and got that turnover. Jordan Bentley was the SWAC Offensive Player of the Week this week, putting up almost 200 yards in total purpose offense, but over 150 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns, 37 yards receiving with 1 touchdown. Bulldogs have Samford University up next in Birmingham, going into the Southern Conference. Hopefully the Bulldogs will pull out another victory. This has been Ted Dixie for the Mike Prince Show. Have a good one.
Well, as we get through the aftermath of the Nicholls State loss at home in the season home opener this past weekend, today we're going to break down and look at the woulda, coulda, shoulda syndrome. You know, that's always fun. And ask the question, what is it that the SWAC is not doing to overcome the dominance of the Southland Conference? Remember the old video game? Is it the shoes? I don't think so. Is it the coaching? I'm not going to lean even that hard. Maybe the philosophy. Is it the talent? I would agree to disagree on that. But it's the mystery that keeps us a little baffled here on the SWAC side of things. We'll try to break it down a little bit later on. But as I was going through the final stats, I try to keep stats and tracking to the best of my ability, and I might have been off a play or two because what I consider a sack, the way I was trained for statting, is considered a rushing attempt. So I was off by 2 plays, one side or the other. But nonetheless, we were pretty much accurate. I would have to say we had about a 98.9% accuracy on our tracking. But the numbers we're going to share with you today are actually from the official stat tally. And I found it quite interesting. Prairie View, of course, came on the short end of the stick, losing 42-35 against the number 11th ranked Nicholls State Colonels. And to be quite honest with you, during the process and the development of that game, I was not impressed. I was like, this is number 11. We're holding some things down. We're taking care of business. But then the aha moment came when you look at the final stats. People say time of possession doesn't matter, but it does matter. Prairie View, as we mentioned on yesterday, had a total of 20 minutes and 46 seconds time of possession. And mind you, Prairie View had a 21-6 lead at the halftime. And so when the numbers finally tallied up, Prairie View had a total of 63 offensive plays. 36 of those were passes, and 27 of those were running attempts, which on average, Prairie View was a 57% passing team on that day, 43% rushing. Not bad if you're going to weigh things out looking at first glance. You know, on average, you want about a 60-40, 50-50 split. Not bad. Not bad. When it came to rushing attempts, Prairie View had 3 players to touch the rock. Jalen Morton, 14 rushes for 80 yards. Dewanye Tucker, 12 rushes for 49 yards. Caleb Broach, 1 touch, 7 yards. That was all who touched the ball as far as rushing were concerned. Now, if you notice, Morton led all rushers with 14 attempts. Now, if the truth be told, a lot of those rushes came, of course, off the read pass option, which technically could be considered a passing attempt when the pocket collapsed. Just a little note out there. So if you look at the passing attempts that Morton had on the day, which were 36, and the rushing attempts, which were 14, Morton was involved in 50 of your 63 plays, which accounts for 79% of your total offense. Let's let that resonate just for a second. 79%. 50 plays out of 63, Morton was involved with the ball. And we know that be the case because he's the quarterback. But that is not taking advantage of the talent pool that you have. You have one of the most explosive backs in the nation, not just in the conference, but in the nation, in the likes of a Dewanye Tucker. 12 touches. Not to mention what Goodwater and Broach could bring to the table. So when you look at the numbers and break them down, as I mentioned on yesterday's show, we are not helping ourselves, in particular that of the defensive side of things, to help maintain and sustain the leads. I understand the need for speed, but sometimes you have to simply walk through the valley. Let's take a look at the Nicholls numbers. Nicholls had a total of 77 plays ran. And mind you now, they were trailing at the half by the score of 21-6. But I just want you to follow along with me. As you say, follow the yellow brick road. We're going to get there. Out of the 77 plays that Nicholls State ran on Saturday, 55 of those plays were rushing attempts. 22 were passing. for an amazing 71% rushing. And mind you, they were trailing at the half, 21-6. And the first half, they had a total of something like 25, 26 rushing attempts. They had a total of 5 running backs to touch the ball. 3 of those running backs had double-digit rushing attempts. One for 18 touches, another for 21 touches, another for 12 touches. One had 3, and then there was one is the lonely number. 1 rusher, 1 attempt. 5 different running backs. The quarterback, by the way, had no rushing attempts. So adjustments are truly in order. You have a team running 71% of the time is going to compute to a couple of advantage points. Number 1, time of possession. Number 2, the wear and tear in the second half of the opposing team. Number 3, trust in the system. Even if you fall behind, stick to the grind of the rushing attack. It does wear you down in the latter parts. Yes, turnovers are critical, but when you are controlling the clock, when you are setting the tempo, when you're dictating the wheel, your percentages increase to be the last man standing in the winner's circle. At some point, you have to adjust on the fly, definitely at the halftime, but more importantly, from week to week. I'll say it, and I'll say it again. Prairie View A&M University football Panthers have some of the most talented skill positions in the FCS, hands down. But just like the old Tootsie Roll commercial, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? And the old owl couldn't resist himself, and he just started crunching. And at the end of that little commercial, it said, the world may never know. Panthers must turn the page, just like I'm going to turn the page and start focusing on the Alcorn State Braves. They're coming off a tough loss against McNeese. Panthers coming off a tough loss against Nicholls. 2 wounded SWAC teams meeting on the reservation for Saturday. One will redeem themselves. The other will have to go back to the drawing board to try to figure things out. PV Nation, who you rooting for? It is time for me to exit stage left. I want to thank you guys so much for joining us daily here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network and the Mike Prince Show. I want to remind you that we need your support. Become a listening partner today. Visit the website at obnradio.com. Click on the PayPal button. Make your donation to help us keep the train rolling. That website again is obnradio.com. Will you become a listening partner today? I truly hope so. I've got to go, but until the next time, you guys be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.